Yeah, good morning everybody. Doing a bit of an earlier one this morning because one of the things I want to have a look at this morning is the culture of the Vietnamese people and Da Nang especially, and it's not only the Vietnamese people, it's also the Western culture. So when people come here we say, what's your purpose in coming here? So if you're coming here to retire, it's not to get out and be on the booze every day. Some people do that. That's what they want to do. That's kosher with me. We've got a bar. But the other side is getting yourself fit and healthy and enjoying life and living your fullest. And there's a medical conference coming up next month. But one of the things about Da Nang is actually the look at what it's like. So let's have a bit of a walk through. It's going to get noisy, so I'm not going to say too much for a moment, because this is one of the great things I love about this city, is these ladies who get down here. No blokes apparently. The blokes don't like doing this, but this is what the girls do. So I could imagine a whole lot of Western women and men getting into these little exercise clubs. So we'll go through and have a look now. They're on a little break at the moment, but they'll start up again in a sec. So they sit here and they dance, play a bit of music, and off they go. So I've obviously reached the end of it, and they're in meditation time. So we'll go down a bit further and there's another group. So people here don't live near the beach. They bring their bikes down in the morning. The sun's starting to come up, so they're starting to move away. Look, the beach is full at this time of day. And out there is one of their rescue boats. It's actually a big round buoy. And they go out there for an early morning swim. Truckloads of them. So it's really pretty areas along the beach here. They do a lot of work. So here's a group up here, dancing first thing in the morning. And I love this stuff that they do. And they don't mind their photo being taken, which is good. This is what it's like early in the beach in the morning. There's the old buildings. So one of the things that happened after COVID was a whole lot of buildings stopped because the Chinese were not coming. So what they did a whole lot of buildings then stopped, and you'll get out of the sun. A whole lot of buildings stopped here. But 6 months ago the government said build it or we're going to take it back. So a whole lot of building actually started again. So that was a big part of the changeover. So we'll do a bit of a walk back. So you come along here, it's just turned green. So you've got about 28 seconds to get across the road before you get run over. So I'll move a bit faster than I normally do. People make a joke at how fast I move these days. That's right, here's a flower delivery for the morning. So a lot of these beachfront restaurants are, Da Nang's known as a seafood town. So people come along, get it in the morning, naughty boy going across on a red signal, but the traffic's going this way. This is one of the new restaurants. There's all sorts of restaurants popping up all the time here. What we do is just serve Australian food. So bangers and mash with onion gravy. The burgers are a big hit all the time. People love some of the Western Vietnamese food we got, particularly the wings. The wings are a bit of a special for a whole lot of people. And yeah, this is a really important part of the day, is actually coming out for one of these walks and having a look at what the neighbourhoods are like. And if you're not you can be on the beachfront, but a lot of people actually just shoot, particularly for cheaper apartments. So one of the hotels like the M Hotel and Cecilia and others that are actually on the front are the best way to come to Da Nang. So you book a hotel for about 4 days. All right, then you say, righto, I'm going to look for an apartment. So about 12 million dong is a moderate apartment. A nice apartment's 15 or 16. So you're paying $1,000 a month. All right, 250 bucks a week for an apartment that would be multiple times that in other parts. But you can actually find hotels for about $125 a week, not $150. So there's all sorts of ranges, but the best way to do it, everybody's got their own. People say to me, oh, can you find us a hotel? Well, people are so personal. Here's a nice little coffee shop and hot bread kitchen in the mornings. But I'm actually going to take you to my favourite of all time coffee shop down around the corner here. So when you're coming here, you go for a walk around, see what you like. It's take about 3 or 4 days, and what we're going to find, I think, over time, particularly for people who are very close to family in Australia, is people are going to come here for about 6 months. So come here for winter. Other people want to come here for longer. All right, me, you know, the bar, Aussie Bistro, is worse than a dairy farm. You hear all the time. Usually I'll take a holiday when it's when there's a buy in the snooker, in the pool schedule, because we pay in a bar here, and we find that people love snooker here because you go into a bar where it's air conditioned and it's a really nice place to sit and then have a beer and then play pool. But there's all these little seafood restaurants here with the tanks, fresh seafood all the time. You don't hear of many people here eating Vietnamese food that cop a bit of food poisoning, but we're going to have a look at some of the there's a medical conference next week for medical tourism, and I'm going to have a bit of a special on that in the coming weeks, because it's a big part of where we're going to in this city and in Vietnam in general. Cost of Western medicine is quite unbelievable. I'm going to have a little special soon on what it's like about the media, so I'll talk about that another day. So here we go. This is a little street, one back from the beach. Alani is a hotel that a lot of people come to. Helena is another one. So what you get is a cheap place for people to live, and it really comes out well. So I'm walking down this street, one back. There's a lot of stalls that people come to during the day to get a feed. A lot of people here don't cook, okay? And you don't need to cook. You can buy breakfast for $1.50. You can buy lunch for $1.50. All right. Might be a bit early for the hot bread kitchen actually. It's a bit of a bugger because it's special. They make all their stuff daily. And then they start to fill this hot bread thing. They got a beautiful hot bread cabinet. And the ladies here cleaning. So this is Paris Levain, okay? It's a beautiful, beautiful hot bread kitchen. And it's special. Can I just come in, point the camera in? Okay. Yeah, 6:30, yeah. So what they do is they fill that cabinet there up with pastries. But I'll have a look at that and come along, and this is a really great restaurant for Westerners to come to, and they do really good coffee. All right, that's enough for me for a while. I've been bullshitting on enough, so come here and have a look. You know, how terrible is that, eh? Bloody awful. I'll go down and get ready for the day at the bar.